Hi everyone. I'm just waiting for others to join us. Hello everyone. Please like and share this video as a comment, please. Please like and share this video as a comment, please. I really appreciate it. Hi Gatuso, how are you? How are you all doing? So I'm just gonna go straight to the main topic of the day. Hopefully, I decided to start really early because I noticed that my Wi-Fi in my hotel it's not stable when it's late at night. So it's currently 8 o'clock here in Turkey, 8 o'clock at night. So we are 2 hours ahead of the UK and Nigeria. So anytime later than this, my Wi-Fi is not going to be stable. So I won't be here for a very long time. So it's just to obviously chat with you guys about the BBC video that was released that I am Celine sister released. Have you guys? Has any of you listened to that BBC voice? If any of you have, you let me know, or I can play it here. This is the video. It was Celine's sister Teresa who was talking about the disappearance of Celine. So obviously that's just a new update there. And watching that video yesterday, I think I saw the video yesterday. It moved me. It moved me to tears. Like I was like, "Hi, Inim love, how are you? Thanks for coming. Please like and share this video. Hi, Juliana, how are you?" I was just talking about that video from you watched it yesterday. How did you feel watching it? For me, I was sad. I was really, really sad. She touched on the fact that Afiba's mom is in hospital. I'm very well as well. This weather in Turkey is too hot. I need to check my next holiday location of the weather. I need to be sure of the weather before I travel. So yeah, she touched on the fact that Celine's mom Afiba's mom is in the hospital. Just there's this adage in Yoruba that it's better for a child it's better for a child to not be alive than go missing. If there's anyone who is a Yoruba that is watching me here, I hope you know that proverb that it's better for a child to be dead than being told that your child is missing, and I just felt really, really, really. I was all shade of emotions yesterday when I watched it, and I was like, no, I really need to come speak to you guys about it. So, for those of you who have not watched it, I'm just going to play it here. I hope I don't get um copyrighted by BBC anyways, but I'm just going to recommend Inim Love said, I was heartbroken, especially when the news made her mom hospitalized. Exactly. And the father asking, how can their daughter be lost in their land? Exactly. It's just like, the land that our father grew up, our mother grew up, they raised all of their kids only for that to happen. Yeah, it's on BBC Pigeon. So it's unheard of to me as well. It's unheard of. So I'm gonna play it here. Hopefully, I don't get copyrighted by BBC Pigeon. Okay, for those of you who have not listened to it, okay. Let's hope it plays. just trying to get the video to work because my network is the network here. Okay, I think I need to go find it from where I saved it. So it's so heartbreaking, that such could happen. And I was on Arison's live. I was on Arison's channel again today, and I don't know why this video is not playing. Let me go find it on Instagram. I was on Arison's page again, and I also dropped an update as well. So we'll be touching that. Just make a disclaimer with your voice that you have no right to the video, and normally I do that. So for me to do that so that I don't get copyright, when I'm playing the video, I often talk, like, I pause it and I play it. But people have been like, you talk too much, and I'm just like, you guys don't understand the way YouTube works. So I'm going to play it now anyway. So as it is, the video belongs to BBC Pidgin. I do not hold any copyright to it. Okay, so let's listen.
Afiba send a message, and she be no see the message on time. Now immediately she see I'm not. Now she call me.
Gatu, so we'll talk about Arison in a second, okay?
That herself they sick since when she hear the news. Nobody now they happy as it's good thing take they go. The last time when I see her in person around the
Hi Ben.
16th of April. She can't travel on the 19th of April.
So this is Celine's sister.
And the last time I see her with that.
That's the video of Celine there.
My younger sister, she be the third child. She be student for National Open University.
Hello Zoe.
And she did into fashion and design. So how she take Afiba na through her friend will be Blessing. And so she take meet Afiba. They all become friends. But how she can't take the closer to Afiba now when Afiba can't give her a contract of sewing.
Can you guys hear me? I'm just trying to do these voices so that I don't get copyright, okay? So the pause is from the video itself. I'm not the one pausing it.
Okay. Because when we hear the matter, we run go meet the Aba police people. But they not take action as they're supposed to take action. Now we think make we still there for this same case. But since they do what they're supposed to when I report the matter.
Thanks,
Inem. We for still there by this time they talk about this issue. What transpired between
oh, sorry guys.
Police we say as about her take no say Celine sister, she be the third child. But how she can't take the closer to Afiba now when Afiba can't give her a contract of sewing.
Please like this video as a comment, please like it. Hi Ben, how are you? So if you hear any pause, that's from the video itself. It's not got nothing to do with me, okay? Please like this video as a comment. I really appreciate it.
We may feel okay because when we hear the matter, we run go meet the Aba police people. But they not take action as they're supposed to take action.
That's sad.
Now we think make we still there for this same case. But since they do what they're supposed to when I report the matter, I'm not think say we for still there by this time they talk about this issue.
Exactly.
What transpired between the police, we say, as about people know do what they're supposed to. Now we go go report the matter for Umaya. So now Umaya come.
Sorry, that's my network. They're messing up. So I hope you guys have heard from the beginning.
Go do their own investigation. Come capture the suspects. When we can't reach the Umaya again, we no can hear any good reports from them.
That's
we
sad.
can't do the right petition to send the matter to Zone 9 Umaya. Make them use their hand. Find out what thing they happen. Before we come here say Blessing, we be Celine's friend and Afiba friend, don't write petition to Abuja. We make Abuja people come carry the suspect.
Yeah.
Yes, as my sister, that bond they there. the bond of sister, the blood is there. And since we should never around, we never get ourselves. Nobody
sad.
don't get themselves because she
Absolutely
be the same
sad.
way they keep us happy. You know, if you day with her for one day where you will feel verse, she's the happiest somebody. And since we she know the house is just there, we are just there. The way where my mama they feel now, so my father too they feel. If they tell my papa say her pikin they lost for a papa land.
Exactly.
If they pay now, till today, till tomorrow.
Hi,
So for
CB.
your own land,
Hi, OJ.
for your own papa land, now when picking the loss. Even Afiba mother, as of 2 days ago, they still admit her back again to hospital because of the same news.
She's beautiful, a very beautiful lady.
I get to say Celine still there alive. I get hope.
Fingers
What I
crossed.
get to tell her be say, I beg, any place where she did, make she dey come back. We dey wait for her, and we don't tire. Strength don't finish. If not before anything, my mother, since when she hear the matter, she did down. Every day she dey cry, say she won't see her pikin. I beg, make government put mouth for this matter. I beg. So
that was Celine's sister there on BBC Pidgin, you know, talking about the fact that, you know, it's a very emotional. Hi, Maureen. It's very emotional. CB said it's God's doing. This case is viral because the crime goes all the way to the top. Exactly, goes all the way to the top. And it's so sad that, you know what, it's been over a month now, I think, or over 3 weeks now that the Nigerian government Nigerian police asked us to, that we're going to release a report, but they've not released a report. And just like I was saying, each time I start my life, there's a 19-year-old boy that went on holiday to Tenerife here in the UK. He's been missing for over a week, and they are still searching for this boy. If you go to any news channel in the UK, they are talking about this boy. And as this boy is now, he had his own past. He was involved in a crime where he almost spied somebody with an hammer. They did not, because of that, say that because he's missing abroad, they should not look for him. They are still looking for him. Yeah, Jay, exactly. They are still looking for him. It just goes to show that his life means something to the UK government. He's not a billionaire's child. In fact, people are crowdfunding for his parents. Over £30,000 has been raised for his parents so that they could go over there and help with this. It's been over a week now that they've not found this boy. So you can imagine, in a country where there is law, in a country where they don't joke with anybody. Like I said, this boy, I think it was at the age of 17, he was involved with other people where he committed a crime where they almost spied another boy. But still, like I said, he went on holiday to enjoy himself. He got missing, and police, even they've moved police from here in the UK to Tenerife to go look for him. And like I'm telling you now, if you go to any news media in UK, even on YouTube, they are talking about him. They are talking about him. Daily Record, BBC, Sun News, go on their social media website. They are talking about, but how is our own country different? Is it that people's life do not matter to them? Is it that people's life do not matter to them? The government or the governor of Abia or whatever, none of them have come out to come say, oh, how can the child be missing at my own land? None of them have come to say anything. The Minister for Women's Affairs, she's not come out to address this case. The Nigerian police are making a shite show of everything. And then some people will come in and say, you're making revenue. I'm doing Nigerian media for use. It's so sad. It's so sad. And if we don't keep talking about this, it's going to happen to somebody else. It is Celine and Afiba that we are seeing today. It is Celine and Afiba that we are seeing today. I forbid, God forbid, any of us watching will ever experience anything like this. Because if the way it's going on now, if they don't do anything about it, it's going to keep happening. It's going to keep happening. And I've always said on this platform, the reason why I'm talking about this is because I want a Nigeria whereby, like I said, I've got my oldest daughter is 20 years old. My second oldest is 19 years old. There will be a day whereby they will say, Mom, I want to go to Nigeria to go see my grandparents. And I'll be like, okay, bye. See you. No, I will drop them at the airport. I want a Nigeria like that. I'll be able to say bye-bye to them, let them go back to Nigeria on their own to see my parents. But I can't. See, even if they suggest to me that they want to go to Nigeria, I'll tell them, no, we'll put it in the batch. It's not going to happen. If I'm not coming with you, you're not going. And even myself, I don't want to go. You know, so Nigeria is not a place that I even want to take my children back to, because look at that society. Look at that society. out of everything, the thing that tires me most, that annoys me most, is the fact that the Nigerian media news, they're not talking about it. You go onto those media gossip pages, that all they're talking about is a fight between Very Dark Man and Yabo Ojo, and all of them. They're not making use of their platform to raise awareness about this thing that is happening. It's so sad. It's so sad, and it's people who are Nigerians that on YouTube are talking about it, and they say that you are using it to cash out. If I cash out, platform, YouTube gives you the platform to talk about things like this, and then you earn money from it. Please like this video as it coming. Please like this video. I'm going to read comments, okay? Guys, I'm not going to be long on this live because I don't want to say whereby my Wi-Fi is going to start messing up. I've tried to do data roaming with my mobile phone provider, but I don't seem to know what's happening with it. So if this live starts to go round and round, I'll probably have to end it, but let's keep going here. As long as you guys can hear me, I'll keep going, okay? So yeah, that's just the way it is now, and it's so sad that nothing yet. The Nigerian music, in Nigerian news channel are not doing anything about it, and it saddens me. It saddens me that these are people's children, regardless of the kind of waka way they waka. They deserve their life back home. They deserve to go back to you go out on a trip. You deserve to go back to your house. So regardless of what kind of waka they waka, they deserve to go back to their homes. They deserve to go back to their loved ones, know what happened to them. And guys, henceforth, I will not be talking about cameraman on my channel again because it is not really about him. And I want to keep, anytime I come back here, is to bring any news I find on the street about these girls. That's what I want to be doing. I thought, because I was scrolling through cameraman's page yesterday, and somebody said Adetone and me are telling lies. Like, lies about what? I'm only reporting on what is out there. It's not as if maybe I've made up my own story about what's going on. Like, any of you that is watching me, was I the one that make up a story that Celine and Afiba are missing? Anything that I've reported on this page has been what has been widely shared by cameraman or whoever. So henceforth, I will not be talking about cameraman again. I've done what I have to do through the police, and I've put it out there. I went to the police, because my moral judgment is 100% intact. Okay, so it's going to be way forward, and when I come back, I'm only going to be bringing news of whatever news I find about these girls or whatever that's been shared online. That's what I'm going to be talking about, because we cannot. Gatuso said, how well do you? I do not know Arison. No, I do not know Arison at all. I know him just like everybody know him on Facebook. I read about his story when he was arrested by his boss. Then when he was jailed, awaiting whatever in prison. I read the story, and that was when I started to follow. I do not know Arison from Adam and Eve. I do not know him. I do not know him at all. We don't communicate. I don't even have a contact. I don't know anything about Arison. How I got to know Arison, or if you see me commenting on this page, was through this Celine Afiba story. On a normal day, I've not been to Arison's page for nothing. Maybe a few times when I saw he's trying to raise funds for maybe people who are in hospital, I've gone on to say I've donated money to the account, and it's not his own account, it's to the account of the person he's trying to donate money for. I think there was a recent one about a girl who needed hips replacement, or she needed to do a hip or surgery. I donated because I'm a nurse. And if that kind of a girl, that needed her hip replaced, if that was done in my hospital, they only have to do the operation once and she'll be fine. They only have to do the operation once. For the fact that they did that surgery once and then they found that it was not properly done, they have to go do it again. I felt for that lady, and I was pushed to donate into her account. So anything I see a case like that gets to me, I donate. So I do not know Arison from anywhere. I'm not affiliated with Arison in any way. I have not been DM'd by anybody to talk about Celine and Afiba. I'm just doing this on my own because I've got a platform to do it. I've got a platform that allows me to put stories like this out, and I'm in a country whereby, regardless of how or how dirty my opinion is, they will still allow me hear it. Okay, so I hope that answers your question, Gatuso. I'm just going to read comments. OJ said, this is so sad. It's absolutely sad. Stephanie said, I'm beginning not to trust Arison based on an interview with Blessing. You know what? I'm sure the last live that I did here, I also let you guys know that I think he made a shit show of that interview. Why did he do it? I don't know. Has he got a plan? I don't know. But we shall see. I mean, we are all watching, right? Like I said, for me, I'll always call things out the way it is. I don't know how to sugarcoat things. If I see you've done something and I feel no, my first instinct, I'll call you, I'll tell you it's wrong. I'm not a part of those who will sugarcoat him because I want to like me, or because I want you to give me money on Facebook, or because I want you to give me money on YouTube. No. Like, if you go back to watch all of my previous videos, I call things out the way it is. I don't sugarcoat it, and I'm a very, very strict parent. My kids are here. If they see me coming, if I open my eye, they disappear. I'm a very, very strict person. So I don't just open my mouth and talk. Ben said, if what's been alleged is true, then it makes sense why NPF is mute. It's been alleged that a sitting senator representing a zone Abia said the mysterious blessings. I heard that as well, but like we said, I've heard that that comment was by Ben. I read that narrative as well, but obviously because until we know the name of the person. See, tomorrow if they release the name of the person, I will be out here and I will splash the picture and name of the person. So far, I don't know who they're talking about. I don't want to assume is who is coming into my mind. I've heard that story as well, but we'll just wait till they put a picture to the name. Zoe said it does not know how to grant interview. It's really not the kind of person to grant interview, and like I said, it doesn't have a skill in doing that. So that's why I said, you know what? Even while I was watching that interview, I was dropping comment there that, you know what, hard Sabio. There's a way Sabio will ask a question, and it's not as maybe Sabio is gonna ask a question and then she will shy away. No, there's a way. Some people have the skills of asking questions. Me now, I can't ask you question because it is when I'm asking you question I will turn everything to fight. I don't have the patience to be asking people questions. Just like when my kids say, if I ask them to do something once, twice, if I have to tell them the third time, I don't do it with a joke. I do it with all seriousness. Okay. So with Arison, like I said before in my last live, he did make a shit show of that interview, and I don't think he should be the one interviewing anybody. And in that live, if you all remember, Arison said, according to Arison said that Blessing already gave a statement. Now, she already gave a statement before he brought her live. How true that is, I don't know. Can I confirm it? I can't. So I'm just going by the word that I heard on the street. So, like I said, in my own opinion, I do not believe Blessing. That's my opinion. Any of you who's watching me, you are free, you are right to have your opinion. That's my opinion. I do not believe Blessing. Okay? Because there's no way any of my friends will send me a message to say they're in danger, and I will not spring into action. Like I said, I'm a Lagos girl. By the time I gather how many boys hire a boss, we will go and root that house where the address they gave me. We'll go there straight away. Like jungle justice. I know I shouldn't be saying it, but that is what I'm going to do first, to make sure that I find where they are, get them out of there. But in our own case, maybe she's a but I don't know. But like I said, Arison made a shit show of that interview. He shouldn't. This is the job of the Nigerian police. Arison shouldn't have put himself in that situation whereby he's interviewing Blessing. And like I said, when I was watching that interview, it was more like Arison was speaking for her when he should have kept his mouth shut and allow her talk. And if I was the one to have interviewed Blessing, I would have said, Blessing, can you confirm your full name to us? And can you send me an ID to confirm that I'm speaking to the real Blessing here? So Arison don't have to show that to us, but that would have been my second question. Like, can you confirm or can you send me a screenshot of the ID card to be sure that I'm speaking to the Blessing that I know or that I'm supposed to be speaking to? So once that's confirmed, the next question I should be asking him is, Blessing, we know you are a friend to Celine and Afiba. Could you explain what your friendship is like, and could you tell us what you know about their disappearance from when they left your house to where we are today? Those are the 4 questions you really need to ask her. But what did he do? He did a shit show. He messed it up. So with that being said, like I said in the last live, I did point that out. Like, you know what? He shouldn't be the one doing it. He shouldn't have even interviewed that girl in the first place anyway, because that's the work of Nigerian police. And obviously, Arison is a bit. But I don't want to make excuse for anybody, because Stephanie said that's not an excuse. I don't want to make excuse for anybody, but you know what? Once I'm talking about it, the fact that yes, it made a shit show of the thing, and then another way it's coming to my head that is there something behind the way he's asked that question? But what do I know? I'm just a YouTuber and a nurse. I'm not a professional. I'm not a professional being a journalist. So somebody said something about them being worried about Arison. Could you let me know why you are worried about Arison, please? Could you tell me? I can't remember who said that they were worried about Arison. Somebody said they were worried about him. I'm trying to find the comment of that person who said they were worried about Arison. Arison will be fine. All I just know that he just needs to be careful. He needs to be he needs to ensure that he's safe. When I mean he should ensure that he's safe is that he shouldn't go anywhere alone. He should have some sort of security, because this kind of job that he's doing, I can't do it. Even while I'm here, I've been privileged to meet people I've been privileged to meet lawyers, I've been privileged to meet judges, I've been privileged to meet policemen, women, and people in various departments. And they're like, oh, Wemi, you could do stuff like, maybe where you like a human right thing here in the UK. And I'm like, no, because it's my passion. Like when I see injustice being done, or when I see something being done to somebody, and I believe that that person does not have a voice. When I'm talking about a voice, maybe they're the kind of person that they don't even have the strength of, maybe somebody, for example, there was a girl that I once know, a neighbor jumped into a balcony. Apparently that neighbor was running from the police because they do some shitty job. So that person jumped from his own balcony into a balcony and entered into a flat. And along the way, she was terrified because this person, immediately that person came into her flat, he pushed her, she hit and she fell and she hit her head. So the next thing she did was she texted me. And I was like, oh, what happened to you? Like, oh, this is happening. I was like, no, I'm going to call the police for you. And while I'm calling the police for you, I'm on my way to her because I'm just like 3 floors away from her. And I got to her place, and you know what? I was able to sit with her. The police came, they took a statement. She got compensation, and they arrested that boy. So I'm good like in doing stuff like that. I was able to I was the first person she called, and you know what? She's by herself with a young boy of like 2 years old. If he's run through the door, you follow the police. Why do you think you should jump into her own flat? Because she could have been naked. Anything could have been going on, but then you jumped into her flat, you pushed her, she fell, she hit her head, and then you left. So she actually she had a huge bump on her head. I called the police for her, and the police, before even the police arrived, I was already in her flat, and the police met me there, and I told them like I was the one that called the police that this was what happened. Eventually, they arrested this guy. I can't remember what kind of jail time they gave him, and then she got compensation. So people who heard about it were like, no, Wemi, you are good at stuff like this, you are passionate at stuff like this, maybe you should do it. But I'm like, no, I don't have the patience to be able to do something like that, because if you're going to be dealing with people, you have to be very, very very, very patient. But for me, I'm a very fierce person. I'm not a patient person at all. Even being a nurse, I'll say since I started my job as a nurse, I'm much more calmer. I'm much more calm as compared to before. Before, I'm always like the get go, no time for nonsense, no room for nonsense. But now I'm more mellowed. So with that being said, like I said, somebody asked that they were concerned about Arison. Let me know why you said that. Okay, so like I said, I was on his page earlier on, and he did drop a message to say that so this is Arison's page, and he did drop a message about 8 hours ago. So I'm gonna read what he said. He said that just don't. So this is Arison's post. Now I want to read it to you guys. He said, just don't want to keep you all in the dark, and also while trying to keep you all informed, I won't talk about what the police has done so far, and I wouldn't expect him to speak to us about it either, because we want whatever the police has done to be spoken about by the police. And I think I understand why he's saying this, because he was like, he's going to give us update. But in this regard, he's already done his report. He's handed all his evidences over. So now that he's handed all of those stuff to the police, he should step back. He should step back and let the police come out here and give us an update. So he said, the Inspector General of Police report on Celine Afiba should be out soonest. The police are investigating the infractions of their officers on this case and also carrying out all necessary procedures to unravel what happened to Celine and Afiba. Last week, together with Celine family and my team, we met with the investigating team from Abuja, where we tendered evidence recovered from the IRT team that extracted Andrew, black sheep in brackets, from Abia State before he was spied. The 1.5 million, how do you say that in 1.570,000 tendered and statement given to them. This same recovery was what made some rogue police officers declared me an enemy, and Andrew partners declared me as a man and put me in harm's way. I want to thank everyone out there that believed in me, supported me, and keep praying for me. And then the last sentence is all in caps. I will always make myself available each time my attention is drawn to issue that will be of greater good for the people. So that was his update there. So that was what he said so far. Let me scroll up to his page again. And also, there's been a lot of backlash about this GoFundMe that was opened, and it was not opened by Arison. I think he did mention that a friend of his opened that GoFundMe for him. There's been a lot of people, saying that they should put that GoFundMe down, blah 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 blah. But then I don't see the reason why they want to pull that down, because he definitely needs support. He's doing a humanitarian job, and in my own opinion, if you are not rich, you should not be doing a humanitarian job. That's my opinion. Because somebody who is doing a humanitarian job, you will have to have people who are supporting you. You will have to have sponsors. So if you don't have sponsors, if you don't have people who are supporting you financially, how do you want to keep going? It will be easy for people like cameraman to come and say, "Oh, you are taking people's money, or you are taking bribe, or you are working as a machinery for people." Because he's been termed, Arison's been termed as a what's he called again now? As I guys, let me know what they called him in the comment section. The I can't even remember, but they were like, no, he's not doing it. He's not doing it legitly or something. So I still maintain the opinion that if you want to go into a humanitarian job, you can't be spending your money. You should have like sponsors, people who are like who are also in the same, who also believe in what you're doing, and they'll be know that they'll be there at your beck and call. Could it be money? Could it be time? Could it be security? Could it be effort? Stuff like that. So that so far that's what is on Arison's page. Nothing else other than that update there. I've not seen anything. And also going to Sabio's page. I've not been on Sabio's live for a couple of days now because, like I said, the time schedule here in Turkey. I think we are 2 hours behind. We are 2 hours ahead of UK. I'm not sure of how many hours we are. I am in terms of America and stuff. So, but then there was a post on his page which said that there's a Peter that they are looking for. That post is on Sabio's page, and it says that we are now calling on one Oguobi Ugochukwu Peter, a UBA staff, to come forward before we publish his pictures. You guys can message him on Facebook. So I've actually not gone on Facebook because the network here in my area is really, really bad. So guys, let me know your thoughts and opinion in regards to this. Like, watching Celine's sister on that BBC Live, like, it troubled my sleep. I couldn't sleep because I was just like, why is Nigeria like this? I'm getting emotional here, and I've tried. I don't think since I've been talking about this guy, I don't think I've actually come live and tear up. But right now, I'm shaking inside of me because it's so sad. It's absolutely. I've got two sisters as well, and I wouldn't wish this on any of my sisters. I wouldn't wish this on any of my sisters. And for the fact that this has happened and the government are not doing anything about it. They are not talking about it. You can imagine a whole week there. They're talking about celebrities talking, yabbing each other when the lives of two women are at stake that we don't know where they are. There's no moving forward. Like no celebrity has mentioned them. Nobody has reposted them on their page, even though they have the base for it. They have the channel for it, but none of them has, though a few of them have kind of like commended Arison, but that is not what we need. It's not about commending Arison. It's about posting the pictures of these girls, calling out the government, the arm of government that is responsible for the security of each and every lives of Nigerian citizens. Because I'm sure half of you watching me are Nigerians, and you want a situation whereby, God forbid anything happens to your enemy tomorrow, that the government will be able to say, this person is our citizen, and this is how we are stepping up for them. So guys, let me know your thoughts and opinion in regards to this. Have you heard anything otherwise? Like I said, there's been a lot of comments on each of these videos on my channels as well, and I've been removing them because I just wonder how people think at times. Like, it's fine for you not to agree with me, but if you're going to come leave nasty comments for me and curse me out, I'm going to remove those comments because, yeah, maybe at times I've allowed my emotions cloud me. But yeah, like I said, I'm allowed my opinion. I'm allowed to feel the way I want to feel. Okay. It's absolutely sad. It's absolutely sad. And for the fact that the Nigerian government told us that in 2 weeks that they were going to release the report, it's been over 2 weeks. It's been over 2 weeks. It's absolutely sad. Guys, like and share this video for me, please. If you guys have any question or any opinion that you want to drop, let me know in the comment section. Other than that, I just want to be here for an hour because right now I believe the Wi-Fi is going fine. I want to believe the Wi-Fi is going fine. Okay, so far there's no other updates on that I've seen. Nothing else about Celine Afiba. Nothing else from them. It's absolutely sad. Like, I wish there's something more I could do. I wish there's something more I could do in regards to this case, but I can't. And that's why I said that if there's anything coming up, if I hear anything about these girls, I'll be sharing them. I'll come here so we can all discuss it, we can all listen to it, we can all share our own opinions. So yeah, that's just the update I've got there, and I'm just gonna be here for another few minutes. Hopefully this Wi-Fi doesn't mess up. And as you all know, I'm not in the UK at the moment, so I'm not going to be back to the UK for another few days. So yeah, So, guys, what have you heard? Any news at all from your end? What do you guys know? Um, I'm just reading comments here to see if there's any comment I have missed. I just want to say welcome and thank you to those of you who have been,
Some of us ahead of UK and Nigeria.
I just want to say thanks to those of you who have been here. You keep coming back. You're like some of you even DM me like, "Oh, where is that moment 5? You've not come up to speak." Yeah, that's because I'm not in the UK. So yeah, guys, please like and share this video as a comment. I'm just flipping through to see if there's any comment here, and yeah, and then we could address any comments. I'm happy to address any comments if I see any. So thanks to those of you who have joined me, and I really appreciate those of you who have been coming back. And those of you, like I said, if you have any information at all, you might think that information is nothing. You might think it doesn't make sense, but to you, you might think it doesn't make sense. It's just like I've shared examples of when crimes have been reported here in the UK, and the police are like, if you see anything, if you see something, say something, and if you see anything, say something, so they could sort it. That's the slogan. See it, say it, sort it. Because if you don't say so, if you see something and you don't say it, how do you expect it to be sorted? How do you expect it to be dealt with? And for the fact that, you know what? There's no point going back and forth. And people have been like, "Oh, you are." Let me just even go to the comments on some of my videos, guys. Just pardon me, please. I just want to go to some of the comments on my videos. People are like, "You guys are focusing on the wrong thing here. That you should be calling out the Nigerian police." When is it that I've always called out the Nigerian police on my page. I did an entire video where I was like, you know what, they have statement values, they have missions and values. That you said you want to create a police that is friendly with people. How do you create a friendly police with people when you actually go to boss some people and you are beating them up? Like, you are going to raid somebody, or you are going to search somebody's house and you are beating them up. What kind of policing is that? What kind of policing is that? I just watched a video of a EFCC where they went to a motel or something, and you need to say how one of the EFCC guy slapped a lady. Like, how the hell? How dare you do that? How hell do you do that? You went in to raid somebody, and the next thing you are doing is hitting her, giving her like every slaps. That alone is a lawsuit. Try that here abroad. It's a lawsuit that department of police will never come out from. But then it's only in Nigeria something like that is allowed to happen. Only in Nigeria that it's something like that is allowed to happen. You know. So I'm just reading comment, like I've seen some shocking comments under some of my videos, and I'm just like, what? I've always called out the Nigerian police. I've always called them out. I've always called them out. I've always called them out, and it's sad. It's really really sad. It's really sad. And then we were just kind of like, I was watching the news about the Kenyan people, like they are rallying. They are out there rallying, saying that they don't want a particular bill. Yes, that bill has now been stopped, but then they are still continuing to rally. Why can't we Nigerians do the same? Why can't we Nigeria do the same? Even though there are reports that yes, they were buying people who were protesting, but their protest. I'm watching the news here. Their protest is still ongoing. We've seen other countries like was it Syria or all this country where they were campaigning that they were protesting that they don't want a certain person. They listened. We just have to bring our voices together. We need to bring our voice together, okay? Because all this change that we are clamoring for, it's not just going to benefit one person. It's to the betterment of children unborn. Children unborn. And I was saying to my kids the other time that years ago, like 30 years ago, or what I'm even talking about, I was 17 when I finished secondary school. So how old am I now? 41. 21 years ago, when I was in high school, compared to what the age world is right now. I wish I could go back to the age I was then when I was 17. I wish I could go back to that world of when I was 17 years old, because everywhere in Nigeria was not as if it was perfect, but it was safe. It was okay. It was okay. It was okay. You know, it's just so sad. Like I said, everything I've shared on this channel about Celine Afiba, there are things that I've seen on the street that have been discussed. Anything they've seen me brought here, there are things that I've heard from either Arison's page or Mr. Cameraman or Sabio. So I've not made up anything on my own. Okay, I've not made up anything on my own. At the end of the day, me talking about this case, it's not about anybody else but Celine and Afiba. You know, we don't know what's happened to them. We don't know what has happened to them. Yes, one of them was able to send a message to say she's been kidnapped. So what happened afterwards? What happened afterwards? And I strongly, strongly believe that Nigerian police messed this up big time. They messed it up. You all heard from Celine's sister Theresa there from that video that I played with you guys. They messed up big time. In the case of a kidnapped person, the first 24 hours is very, very crucial. Very, very crucial, because if that 24 hours elapse and they've not been able to gather any substantial information in order how to, even though if they've not been able to gather substantial information to understand what was happening, they are wasting serious time. They are wasting serious time, because if that 24 hours elapse, and this is in a country where there's database of all of their citizens, the databases that contains fingerprints of people who have been in prison before. This is a country that has records. You can imagine if they are telling us that the first 24 hours of when somebody is kidnapped is very, very crucial. This is in a country where they have records of criminals, they have records of almost everybody that are documented. As long as you are documented in the UK, you have paper, you have residence permit, you are documented, they have your record, they have everything about you. As long as you are that. And this country is now telling us, this country that has all of these things are now telling us that 24 hours from when somebody is being kidnapped is very, very crucial. Now, how do we now compare that to Nigeria, where there's no record of anybody? Census, when was the last time they did census in Nigeria? When was the last time they did census? Even the census, how accurate is it? So that's just counting of citizens alone. Do they have the record? Do they have the names of people who live in a certain house? Like in my entire household now, the government has a record of each and every one of my children. Even me, everything about me, they know everything about me, even though I was not born in the UK. So Nigeria, somebody being kidnapped, do you think that 24 hours is something to them? So if in a civilized world where there's record, there are people, police who do their works. If they're able to do something in 24 hours, in Nigerian's case, maybe it's in a week time, they'll be able to do something about people who are missing. I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from here. Like I said, majority of these things, at the end of the day, whoever committed the atrocity, like I've always said, that it's no longer alive now. I wish he was alive. He would have been able to shed more light into this case. And also the person who I felt, in my own opinion, enabled him is not helping. It's not helping. Like I felt if he has information that things could, help shed light into this, you should make it open. You should leave it out there to those who could make use of that information, so we could find out what happened to the girls. And from the beginning of when I started talking about this case as well, I've always said that until proven guilty. But person we don't buy now, person we don't die now, how won't make the person talk? How won't make the person talk? How? It's so sad that kind of country we have right now is Nigeria. Is just, I don't know what's going to make Nigeria better. You guys are quiet on the other side. Can you all hear me? I hope I'm not just talking to myself. And I hope you guys can still hear me, because I don't know if my wireless is still working fine. But if you can still hear me, please let me know. Give me a thumbs up and let me know that you can still hear me, because I can't see comment in the comment section. I know I started this live very early on, and that's because the network, like I said, my Wi-Fi at this time, seems to work fine, as compared to if I have to come later on, it might not be stable enough. So yeah, just like I was saying, I just want to go read comments from other videos, from the other videos I've got. Like, people are like, there are some people, when they drop comment, they don't know how to drop comment without being insultive. Like, they insult people, and then when I'm now retaliating, like replying them with the same energy, some people are quick to tell me to like calm down. I'm like, no, I'm not going to calm down. It's fine if you don't agree with me, but if you're going to insult me, no, I'm not here for an insult, okay? So, like, a comment here says, I think you guys are channeling your energy to the wrong person. Citizens who care should be at the police station now demanding answers. Why the family couldn't carry area boys, even if she wanted to help more? You people weaken her with all the blames. What blames? That's the first time I've only heard Blessing speak, okay? And from the question that was being answered, I was being asked, she was not even answering any of the questions. She was not even answering the questions. And like I said, in my own opinion, that your friends are missing, you should be among one of us carrying a placard saying police. In fact, even though you do like, police, oh, I came to you guys, oh, I came to you to tell you that my friends are missing, oh, you guys did not listen to me, oh, where are my friends, oh? But even if she's the one calling out the police, And somebody were like, from that interview that they don't believe that that was Blessing speaking. I've never heard that talk before, so that was the first time I've heard that talk. So I don't know if that was her or not, but okay. And somebody also said, personally, I feel Arison didn't do himself any justice by conducting that interview. Also, it's a big lie that Blessing claims she doesn't know Andrew. Sadly, that interview has helped the case in any way. All he had done is given Ben big head because now he's not focusing on corrupt Nigeria police again. Now his narrative is that Arison is working with so that's the narrative he's chasing right now. And whatever it is that both of them saw, or whatever it is that Arison saw and decided not to work with Ben again, is best known to him. And whatever it is that Ben saw that he thinks that Arison is a guy man, once the Nigerian police releases their results of their investigation, we will know. Okay, guys, I'm just going to round up now. I'm round up in about 4 minutes, so I'm here for about 50 minutes, okay, before the network starts to mess up. Okay, yeah, people like that is a fake Blessing. That her accent is not Nigerian. Like I said, I've heard that speak before, and the way to be able to confirm that will have been from the beginning of that interview. If Arison had said, can you send me a screenshot of your ID so I know I'm speaking to the right person. But yeah, so since there's no comment here, I'm going to be rounding up in 3 minutes. Okay, countdown begins in 3 minutes. I'll be out of here. All right, and happy Friday to those of you who are just watching me or who are still watching me. Happy weekend to you all. And yeah, so in 2 minutes I'll be rounding up, guys. And if you're just watching this, or if you are not here right now, please take the time to watch this video back again, and kindly leave your opinion and your comments in the comment section. So, and subscribe as if you've not yet subscribed, okay, because grow the family, okay. And I love the fact that people keep coming back here, they drop their comments, and there are some comments that I agree with, and there are some that I don't agree with. But hey ho, like I said, we are all human beings. Our level of thinking will always differ. We cannot always think in the same direction, and it is normal. It's natural to feel that way. It's normal for things to be that way. So me disagreeing with cameraman Ben or calling out so person is because that is how I think. That is what I reason, and what I think and reason will be absolutely different from whatever any of you watching me will think or feel. Okay, so yeah, I'm just rounding up now. In another 2 minutes I'll be out of here. Okay, so I could go for a walk. What are you guys doing for the weekend? What have you guys got planned? It's a Friday. It's current almost 9 o'clock here in Turkey. What are you guys doing for the weekend? So yeah, just rounding up now, and if I hear anything else again, or if anything comes to my knowledge again, I'll bring it up here and I'll share with you. Okay, so just want to say thank you to those of you who have been here, who've dropped a comment there. So Stephanie, thank you for coming. Thanks Zoe for coming. Thanks Ben for coming. OJ, thanks for coming. Gatuso, thanks for coming as well. Thanks for coming, Justina. Thanks, Juliana. Thanks, Maureen, for coming. Thanks, Inim Love for coming as well. Thanks, CB for coming. You all of you that are here, my regular you are my regular members. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for coming. What I want to wake up one day and hear the news that maybe they found them, because at the end of the day, they deserve to go back to their families, regardless of how they found them, either alive or no more. They deserve to go back to their family, and it would be a shame, a total shame, if the people who contributed to what happened to these girls are not found. Because if they are not found, or if they are not exposed, this is going to keep happening. When there were cases of massive kidnappings, the news was all over news medias in Nigeria. But then 2 people, as if that 2 lives, nobody person born them. Anyway, guys, this is where I'm going to end this live right now. If you've just joined me, please endeavor to go watch from the beginning. I really appreciate it. And subscribe if you've not yet subscribed. Turn on the post notification. Share this video as well. And yeah, and turn on your notification button. So it's a tiny bell beside the subscribe button. If you turn that on, so anytime I'm live or anytime I upload the video, you'll be notified. Okay. And yeah, so guys, thank you so much for all of your support. For those of you who have who gave me super chat, I really appreciate it. And for those of you who have PayPal me, like I'm go I'm shook it because I was not expecting any of that. But yeah, thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate that. So I shall see you again if anything comes up. All right, and have a lovely weekend wherever you are, and stay safe, please, guys. Stay safe wherever you find yourself. Share your location with your loved ones. Share your location with your family. If you're going anywhere, let where you are going be where you are going. If you're going to Ikeja, so place, let your family know that is the place you're going and share your location once you get there. And before you enter to go and meet the person, let them know who you're actually going to meet. It's not as maybe you're not sure where you're going to meet, but in this current age, you need to do everything to stay alive. You need to do everything to stay alive. Okay. And that's just my last words for you all tonight. And I hope to see you all later. All right. Have a blessed Friday evening and weekend wherever you are. All right. Bye, guys. Bye.